Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Outside the Booth, where we talk to DJs about their life and experiences. I go by the name of DJ Kamish, alongside, well, not alongside because I'm not in the studio today, but in studio today is the one and only BX
Hey now.
and Mr. 212 himself, DJ
Yo.
Knuckles is here.
Feeling
All
good.
right.
Commissioner, how you feeling today, man?
You know what? I'm hating life that I'm not there. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's good. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But
Yo, my man, you
definitely-
got a lot of PTO, man. What's good?
I know I gotta make up for it. But shout out to our guy Rick on the boards. Of course, thanks for watching us on YouTube and on Twitch. Thanks for listening to us on Party 101.9 and Commish Radio and wherever you get your podcasts. Like us, follow us, subscribe to us, review us, give us 5 stars.
And if you don't, you're just hating.
All right.
Show us some love.
Yes, definitely show us some love. So today is an interesting show because if I'm correct, this is the first
Yes.
guest that we have that has returned.
Yes. And our first guest, was he our first guest ever?
Was he?
No, you wasn't our
That's a
first
good
guest.
question. I don't know. I'd
I
have
don't know
to
if he was
check on
our
that in a
I'll
second.
double check. I think he was
Yeah.
our second guest, but this is his second time coming back. And
Yes.
he's our first returning guest. So everybody get a round of applause for, I gotta say, I'm gonna say this. Just a shameless plug for myself. Since I've met you, I've really been stalking your parties. I've been to at least 4 or 5 of this DJ's party. So I would like to give a great shout out, big round of applause to one of my favorite DJs, as well as one of your favorite DJs. DJ Fly Guy is in the building.
What up? Thank
My
you for
guy,
having me.
welcome back, man.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all.
Wax
Appreciate
King.
y'all. Good to
Yes.
be back.
Yes.
Good to be back.
I gotta say, you know I stalk you a little bit because every time I see you in New York, I be like, where's that? But at least I'll pull up. I'm not the person that asks and don't pull up.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I always appreciate it. I always appreciate it.
Yo, his
For the
party.
record, you were episode 4, Fly Guy.
Oh, it's 4? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Mhm.
Episode 4.
Episode-
But the first one to return.
Oh, I'm the fourth one?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
but you the first to return. You
That's all good. I like that. I like
Yes.
that.
That's dope.
I like that.
So welcome back.
Yes.
What's been going on with you? I see that you've been traveling more.
Mhm.
What's going on with that? How's that going?
Because ain't no money in Miami right now. So
Really?
And why is that? Let's talk about that for a second.
let's see. Let's run down the gamut of reasons. Venues closing, being knocked down, condos being built where venues used to be. The cost of living out there is bananas, so people aren't going out as much or not going to places where they have to spend a lot of money. It's just the nightlife, or I'll say the hospitality industry, is changing before your eyes out there. I'm sure it's changing everywhere. You know, the economy is what it is everywhere. But for a city that's built on tourism and hospitality and nightlife, it's not what it was even a year ago.
I was about to
Really?
ask you,
It's insane.
So you're not seeing a lot of tourism or just the
Not
regulars
like
that come
what
to
it used to be. I mean, obviously people will always come to Miami, you know,
Right.
for the beach, for the weather, whatever. But in terms of like parties, clubs, I mean, if you guys ever came to Miami in 2000s up to 2000, maybe up until COVID, you could go on South Beach and walk up and down Washington Avenue, and there's like 8 or 9 clubs just on Washington. Like that.
Yep.
that
You don't see that no more.
No
Get
way.
out of here.
No
You
way.
don't see that no more.
The
It's-
South Beach is a dead zone. It's a ghost
Wow.
town. Like it's almost going back to what it was prior to clubs getting on the beach, was like just old people sitting out there, you know, like they're saying cocaine cowboys.
Right. So then my question to you is, because we come from that era. My thing is, do you think it's a culture change? Because we didn't have 15 to 20 years of what the trap music making it. Well, y'all down there, so it was already there. It just crossed the street, kind of. You
Well,
know what I mean?
I'll say this. I think what's played a factor in it is all the violence and everything that was happening with spring break, Memorial Day weekend, for year after year after year, why they started having to implement these guidelines and these curfews and everything. And that, I think, in my opinion, is directly attributed to the music. So the music controls the energy of the youngsters.
Correct.
That creates the problems. So now the city gets involved, and now you have it where people don't want to come there anymore.
Wow.
When it used to be a thing. Oh, we're going to Miami for Memorial Day weekend.
I remember.
And we used to do the parties like from Thursday to Monday. Me, my headliner family, like that does not exist anymore.
Commish, you remember when Huddy Six from Bad Boy, bless his soul, Harlem, took the whole world down there in 2000 and 2001?
That's
to where they literally 2002 and 2003.
I was there for that because that's when Jadakiss and everybody was down there.
It was like 1.1 million.
That was one of my first times going to.
That was just after me because I went in '99. They had Impact in '99.
Impact,
in Memorial Weekend.
Yep. How Can I Be Down used to be out there, and that Peter Thomas doing that, and but you'll never see that again out there.
I still got my laminates from that. That's crazy.
That's crazy. So I'm thinking I would have never thought that Miami was having a decline in the party life because I thought after you did, the R&B tour with Tank and then you did Chris Brown and I'm thinking that you just too big for Miami.
Nah.
Like I just thought that they were just everybody's booking you and everybody want a piece of Fly Guy.
That's
but
part
how
of it.
Has that been? How has it been with that?
I think yes and no to that. I mean, greater opportunities have come from those experiences. So my rates have changed, and some people can't or won't pay it, and then you got to be able to say no and say, okay, well, I'll take the hurt of what it's going to do to me, maybe financially, in order to set a new precedent. But I've always had that issue in my career. I've always, even my mother said this, I've always undervalued myself for years, just because I love this craft and this culture so much. I would do it for free. Like in theory, like you love it so much, like somebody hits you up and they want a favor. Yo, can you just come do this for, don't even pay. I'd rather do it for free than take this, whatever you're offering me, because I can't be on the books saying that who just got voted best DJ 2025 in Miami, which I just did last month.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. Like, thank you. Like you can't be saying I got the best DJ for whatever amount of money.
Right. Because that word will get out because they think they special and they're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna talk about it like that's your rate.
Exactly.
That's what they're gonna do.
Exactly.
And that ain't it.
You spend so many years like doing favors for people or just being just grateful for opportunities that you forget sometimes what you're worth or what you bring to the table.
And she just mentioned the concerts. I remember I was talking about that last time. So now that you're back and you're really going into the Miami thing slowing up, that even, I mean, the concerts is one thing, clubs is another. So now the after parties, because I know other cities other than New York do after parties to the concerts. So that's not even happening either.
Well, not in as frequently, but like we did the Roots picnic. So I did we took the Doo-Wop to the Roots picnic, and then we did an after party for the picnic with Estelle in Philly. So that, it's like spot things that'll happen here and there, but again, not like the quantity that it used to be. So, but that's the story of your life. Life changes. The ebbs and flows of this business. So
and you're able to fluctuate and adapt to it because
by the grace of God,
a lot of the DJs that come in here though is like I'm really impressed at the way you guys can keep your business going with the way the economy is and with the way the businesses are shutting down. So if that wasn't the case, I know you're still doing the photography and you got the stuff in the museum. How's that stuff going with the book and everything? Is the book coming back out yet or you still sold out?
The book I'm still working on the book, but I have an exhibit that's going on right now. It's actually going in, this is the 4th month and it's coming up on the last week. Next week will be the last week. So the BPM, Beats, Picks, and Masters. And the point of that exhibition is to highlight the mental health aspect of DJs. So it's not about actually DJing. So any DJ I photograph is a headshot, is a portrait shot, so that you can look in the eyes and understand what the story is. Oh, wow. And the point of it is to explain to people who think we are their personal iPod or jukebox that we are actually human beings, and the way we have to compartmentalize our traumas, our stresses, our addictions, our vices, whatever they may be, in order to literally make you feel good one night and multiply that by 500 people and then do it again the next night. Right. Even if you had a horrible day or your child is sick in the hospital, like things I deal with, or your mother is sick or, whatever it is, but you literally got to go flick the switch and be the life of the party. And how do you do that? How do you continue to show up for people who have no idea what you're going through and turn that off and block that out? And somebody wants to hold a phone in your face with a birthday shout out or something like that. Like, how do you balance that? And that's what the exhibition is about, is bringing awareness to people and saying we are humans and we have feelings, and there are layers to what we do.
Well, how do you guys do that?
Well, I'll tell you this. I am a part of that exhibit.
Sure is.
Yeah, right? You are.
I'm one of the early participants of that exhibit. And when I did it, I remember going to Brooklyn, because Fly Guy was in New York at the time. I remember going to Brooklyn. We did the whole shoot. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just here for my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for the homie. Whatever he needs me to do, I'm doing it. It didn't hit me until I actually saw it at the spot when it was being debuted in New York. And then I saw it again in Florida.
Wow.
And I was like,
this is dope.
I looked at my picture and I'm like, oh, he caught it. And I didn't know what I was going through at that time. It was wild to me. It was just wild to look at it. But yeah, it's there's a lot. There's a lot for us. I don't know. The answer to that, BX, is I don't know how we do what we do.
How do you do it? Like, think about this. Like, just to shift for 1 second. When Fat Man Scoop passed away, you had to go from grieving to honoring him at his funeral and play his music. How are you able to turn off? Because you were broken at that moment. And then you had to go up there and you just flip the switch, like Fly Guy said, and you were able to entertain everybody that was there grieving, from his wife to his kids to his fans and friends. How did you do that?
Oh, I'm not going to say it was easy, but my DJ career was based on pain because I came from a house that wasn't right. So I used the music as a pacifier. So as my mother was a manager of one of the biggest clubs, one of the starts of hip hop and stuff. So I always had records in my house, just like any black family, even if you went on board. Long story short, I used the music to rinse my pain. So, I've lost a lot in 36, 37 years of DJing. Lost a lot. DJ Thread, it's a bunch. I could talk all day. But when Scoop passed, the support, because of the type of person he was horrendous. You had DMX pass. We were there for him, but we're there for him for what he meant to us singularly, plus an artist.
Right.
With Scoop, there was nobody in that crowd that didn't hug him, shake his hand for more than 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, for less than 2-3 years. They were his, because he was an angel. He was a hands-on guy. So, for me, it was more of, I was the closest person to him. I had to support them.
Right.
So I said, let me take this deep breath and go out there and do what me and him would have did in front of them.
Yeah, he did.
And then when the period gets put on, because after I did that memorial, 3 guys grabbed me.
Wow.
SNS.
Yeah, I saw.
And I went to the back and I just let it out. Backstage. Cool. DJ Cool. They grabbed me. I was done.
Everybody was like, it was a moment where Knuckles just couldn't do it. And then everybody just started screaming and clapping like, you can do it. Wow. You can do it, Knuckles. And we all was there to support him. And like you just mentioned with your daughter, when she's ill and not feeling well. And then I remember the last time you were here, you said she told you, no, like, I'm okay. Like, go to the show. Like, how is that for you now? Is she okay?
She's getting stronger. It's still something that stays at the front of your mind. Like at any point, because she goes to a medical daycare, she could get sick. And then when she gets sick, she gets really sick. She ends up in the ICU. So it's always that thing. Like people, even when the last time she was in the hospital and people would see me at work. And then, of course, at the end of the night, people are like, all right, where are we going to next? What we about to do? And I'm like, well, I'm about to go back to the hospital.
Right.
I'll see you at the next joint.
Right.
And so they're like, really? You going? Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm staying at the hospital. I'm living out of the hospital. So every time you see me and you don't see me, that's where I'm at. If you need me in the daytime, call the hospital. Like, that's where I'm at. If I don't answer the phone, that means I'm doing something at the hospital, so.
How do you flip that switch?
From the team to you.
A lot of prayer. A lot of prayer.
Well, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I was saying that in the increment of that, like, you hear something like that, I think that's the first thing we say besides anything else is our prayers from the team here. Rick, commission everybody to you and the
Yeah.
family, man. Because that dad thing, we've interviewed many,
Wow.
but the family basis is really what the outside of the booth is really about. Because we get it, we play around, but we get in the nitty gritty. When we hear something, we go, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, there you go. Because it's inspiring the people that are listening and checking in, man. So our prayers from the team and the family to you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
And the way that you just carry yourself out there is like you wouldn't know that you are walking. You guys are, just a shout out to all the DJs that are going through some things. You guys are so strong, and to do what y'all do and entertain others and play through your pain, like you said, y'all just dope. And I just want to, Rick, if we could give all our DJs a bomb round of applause for being there for us and pushing through for us. Like, y'all are really dope. Y'all are really dope. But on another side, how does it feel having a freaking exhibit in the museum out there, and then up here in Dumbo House?
It feels great. It feels I never saw it coming. Like I never anticipated that. I never anticipated the mayor of Miami like saying my work is now part of Miami's official history. Everything from the Seminole indigenous tribes to the photos I took in 2020 now will forever be in the museum. As long as that building is standing, if it's 100 years from now and people want to see what COVID life was like in Miami in 2020, you can go see my images. And I have the only images in the museum from that time.
Awesome.
The only photographer.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. But we're going to take a quick break real quick. We're going to come back, talk to you, catch up with you.
Yeah.
It's your girl BX, DJ Fly Guy, Commission Knuckles. We in the building. We be right back, y'all.
Outside the booth, we're back. DJ Commish.
Yeah.
On location. BX, DJ Knuckles in the studio along with Fly Guy.
What's up?
And during the commercial break, they just showed me the picture again, and I'm like, wow, that's.
Yeah. Do you have any female DJs in your exhibit?
I do. Yeah.
So being that I don't scratch it, I'm like technically a DJ.
There's a few, right? Fly Guy? There's a few of them.
Technically a DJ. I mean,
you know what? Well, how about this? If you want to take it there, many DJs don't scratch.
Oh, okay.
Actually scratching is my weakness.
Really?
You was a dear friend of mine, and you gonna co-sign that crap?
I might make an exhibit.
Saying, if that's your barometer for being a DJ is scratching, you good. It's a whole bunch of other stuff.
But I'm gonna be honest. I really think I really love. You mentioned that to it before, but you're here now. We're more in depth because you got more going on and stuff like that. I just think that's a dope. It's not even a dope idea. It's just
he's talented. He's multi-talented.
We need it because that's like he said, people could see that we're human because they put us on a pedestal for so long. And I think that whenever they decide, because I don't know what generation or year really came about DJ, because the DJ started this situation. Then they went to the rappers. Then they went to the producers. Then it came back around to the DJs. But, for them to see, because we take care so much. We take care of a lot of people. We do. It's them first. We at home, we take a deep breath. I pray before I leave the house. I say a deep prayer because I could lose the handle on my on the record case. It could come out. And remember, you ever had your records fall out the milk crate? Oh God! So we pray before we leave. How about you got your man with you? He don't really care. He just coming with you. He drops the turntable, the speaker, and we pray. We've been through it, so
Well, wait, why he act like he living it right now?
Because he's been there, man.
You could be with one of your peoples, and they are just not on the same page, and that can mess up your whole thing.
Yeah, so we pray. So we go through so much in just that half an hour to 40 minutes of the traveling to the party, not to mention to make sure we on point. So if the party's 4 hours, that party's really 6-7 hours for us. So now before that 8th hour, God forbid we dealing with something in our house. We got to bring that with us. You understand what I'm saying? So, for you to do that, man, you need a crown on your head for that, and we appreciate that.
I felt like nobody was telling our story from that perspective. And then I also said, well, if they are, I haven't heard about it yet. And if they are, great, but this is my contribution. Like this is, and let's let 100 people do it, tell the story. The more awareness that's brought to it, the better, I think. Because then you wouldn't have DJs like, rest in peace, DJ Twitch, who killed himself. Right. And you would think like, well, why would the DJ on Ellen DeGeneres show and he got this wife and kids and all this? He's smiling in every photo you see him.
Yeah.
But he kills himself.
Because all they see is that light.
So it's about the deeper levels of what it is we go through, why we get put in these positions of this stress, and how we sometimes turn to the wrong things as coping mechanisms, and how do we get through it?
Yeah.
Or some of us don't get through it, or we need help to get through it. And it's deeper than just being somebody who is inside of these four walls with these loud music, lights and smoke machines and people screaming and dancing. It's more than that. It's deeper than that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What do you do for fun? Like outside of DJing, what do you do for fun?
That's a great question.
What do you do for fun?
I love this is probably why I have insomnia, but I love watching true crime documentaries. Like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I love that. Like that's how I decompress. I get home and I put on
First 48.
Not that bad, but like you'll get like it used to be Investigation Discovery like 10 years ago, and now you can find anything on YouTube, and I just anything that's less suspenseful and like.
But that's informative your fun.
Too. That means you watch it and you see the little things in between the stuff that everybody else see. It's informative.
Yeah. So that's your fun. Yeah. Like you don't like to actually do anything other than watch TV and relax because you're always running.
Because think about it, our lives are centered around a lot lot
and it's what we do is your PTO.
Exactly. Like
that's your time out, not ours.
Like because like people gotta understand, like when you're a DJ and you're in a spot and let's say a lot of people know you're exchanging energy with a lot of different types of people. There's a lot of different kinds of energy. And now that energy is influenced by alcohol, by drugs, maybe by just whatever chemical makeup is in a person's brain. And now you got to multiply that with everybody you talk to, and then play the music, make sure the music is on point, and then get home safely. Hopefully, if you've been drinking, you don't get pulled over or whatever. You just want to make it home. You hope there's not a fight outside the venue or somebody shooting somewhere, or you just so many things that I'm sure we've all experienced throughout this journey that you just want to get home. So when you get home and you're off, like you have an off day, you don't want to go outside.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the crib.
You want to check?
I'm in the crib.
Y'all told my grandmother that. She'd be like, oh, so after the party, do y'all still go to breakfast? Remember those days? We would go to breakfast with a crew of people, and you probably ate scrambled eggs and turkey sausage. You paid $150 for because everybody said eat.
Steak and eggs.
Yeah. But it's $150 because you pay for everybody at the table. But now we want to go see four walls, man. Our vacation is really not having nothing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe look at our computer once, and now at this point, not even opening it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I get to the point where I drive home now in silence.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drive home in silence.
Yeah.
Because it's been this for 6 hours.
Yeah.
And tinnitus, the ringing in the ear. I've had tinnitus for 10 years.
Yeah, I had it for longer than that.
Ringing for 10 years. So
Jesus.
I had it for longer. But it can also contribute to high blood pressure now.
Oh yeah?
That's what they say.
With the music?
The tinnitus. That's a side effect or a symptom of
high blood pressure.
Wow. Yep.
Wow.
That is definitely. So anytime my ear starts ringing, I take my blood pressure, my joint be through the roof.
Wow.
So it's a real thing because I wanted to test the theory. So yeah.
Wow.
Outside the booth, baby.
Yeah, we educate up here. We educate up here as well. But
a club manager screaming in your face will raise your blood pressure. Let me tell you, yo, play this. I need you to play this song right now because table 20 just spent $10,000. They play if. Yo, I remember one time.
I knew it was coming. Let's go. This
is in Live nightclub. This is maybe 2000, maybe 15 or 16. It's a table in there. Some guys from Alabama that went to the school, Alabama, and they were spending whatever they were spending. I had to play Sweet Home Alabama.
What?
10 times in a row.
Because they spent $10,000.
I don't know. I don't remember their amount. But whatever they spent, the GM was like, Sweet Home Alabama, play it again. They want to hear it. Play it again 10 times.
In a row.
No.
And a hip hop. Was that Live Sunday?
It was a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday.
I don't care what night.
I don't care what it is, but
what was your reaction? What was your reaction when he did that?
At that point, I'm used to that, but I'm just like, come on, man. It's 1:30 in the morning, like whatever.
Oh, it's close to closing because Live was like
it's
2
close.
o'clock.
No, this is prime time.
Live closes at 5.
That's prime time.
This is
the party jumping off at that point.
Yeah, you said 2:15. Yeah,
it's like between 1:30 and 2:30, we going like this.
Yeah.
Bad timing, but
so that would have been a great time for me to make a request.
Really?
That might have.
All right, so the party already in the toilet. You gotta make it worse. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just saying, I make good requests, but I can go on record and say I've never made a request at your party.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, because I don't have to.
Why not Fly Guy?
Because he
get on his nerve.
He feels my energy. He knows when I'm
so
feeling.
When you walking up
there,
he go, got you.
No,
absolutely not.
No, because he's just doing his thing. But it's like I get a certain excitement when certain songs come on when y'all play.
Understood.
So it's like he's playing for me at that point in my mind.
So what we saying is, see what we got to deal with, right?
In
I'm
my
not buying
mind.
any of that.
Well, I said in my
Commish.
mind, in my mind. But after all of the additional success that you've had, what's your most recent favorite gig that you've done?
Oh, that's easy. That's actually up here, Record Room.
I love that.
Yeah, Record Room is a chef's kiss.
Can I tell you about that room? Okay, Lily Boo, my wife, she's hilarious. We do our day night every other week. You know, it's me. So one day she go. The deal is she picks the place because she's sitting there following stuff, seeing stuff. She finds it, and she says, "Yo, I got a spot. You gonna really like this, babe, for real." Because she's a little bougie. She heard me. She watching. You bougie. I don't eat seafood or pork, so it's hard to take me to those type spots. But I say we can still go. They got side orders. I eat side orders. Just us spending time. It's just us. 15 years. We have great dates. So we go to the Record Room. It was a Caucasian brother DJing. Yeah, and it wasn't no DJ at first. So your booth is kind of high, so I don't see the turntables. I'm sitting on the side.
You sure that's Record Room? Because the booth is on the floor.
No, not high. I'm talking about whatchamacallit, where I can't see the turntables.
Oh, you can't see. Oh, yeah.
Console.
Yeah.
So if you're in the DJ booth, I was on the left.
Okay,
in one
you
of those
over
little
on the
booths.
corner. Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there chilling. Nobody's in there yet. A couple of people, no DJ. I see the guy come in with his bag. Then he got another bag. Then he went behind the turntables and went, "Why he's talking to me?" And I'm like, "Hold on, babe. Something magical is about to happen." The light came on behind him.
Oh, yeah.
And I went, "I know that joint don't say records."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he threw on a record, and I heard the fried chicken. All DJs, you listening, y'all know what I'm talking when you hear fried chicken.
The needle.
And I went, no way.
Yeah.
No way. My wife was like, "What's wrong with you? The rice not good? This not good? The macaroni and cheese not good?" I was like, "No." Oh, excuse me for a minute. I get up and walk over there, and the guy starts smiling as I walk over there. And I go, "I'm DJ Nuggles. How you doing? What's your name, my brother?" He tells me, I forgot it. Sorry if you listen and watch it. And I looked at the turntables, and he said, "You know about this?" And I showed him the picture I showed you, and he went, "Jesus!" I love that era.
Yeah.
There's no me without that era. I don't care if I was born in 2000. That would have been an era. Me being me, I would have missed that era.
Yeah.
And for you to do it, and I saw your video, I think passion comes from the wax because it's more detailed things to do to get it to play. You know what I mean? Like we got to really work. This ain't a press button. We catch ourselves every now and then coming back before we like, oh, we feel ourselves and we press a button. I've seen the greatest do it.
You guys are killing it without a mic in Record Room.
That's too.
There's no mic.
That's how it was supposed to be though. Back in the day,
music.
We can blame Hollywood for that. DJ Hollywood.
Listen, Knuckles, you could tell us. You didn't really hear. You heard microphones in Harlem, but you didn't really hear it everywhere else. Like in Lower Manhattan, they wasn't having that shit.
No, in downtown Manhattan and early Brooklyn, they wasn't doing that. They was playing music. They was mixing because we were on Yuri's.
Yeah.
We were on Yuri's. And not even skate key. You weren't allowed to use the mic.
No.
You was on a Yuri. Just play the music. And I want 5 hip-hop songs.
So that's why Record Room works, because Record Room is very much like that. Like there's no microphone. You just gotta go in there and show your skills.
Yeah.
That's
the
crazy.
thing. This is what I try to tell people. Like my assessment of vinyl, of why I love it like today so much. Is like, even like today, I was record shopping today. I found a couple gems. When you find a record, right? And I'm gonna say it to you because you're not a DJ. So just imagine if you were, you buy a record, you think about the journey that record, that piece of vinyl has traveled. Create the story in your mind and say, okay, this is obviously very old. Let's use Thriller for an example. It's a 40-year-old album. what journey has this album had in the last 40 years that's now ended up in my possession?
Mm-hmm.
Who owned it before?
Yeah.
Was it owned by one person? Was it owned by 20 people? Was it owned by a DJ? Was it played at the Palladium? Was it played, in Latin Quarter?
Right.
Was it only played in somebody's house, somebody's basement?
Right.
What's the story about this tangible thing that you're touching and holding? And then you take that and you take it out of the jacket, you put it on the table, you fried chicken, you put the needle on it, you play it, you get the reaction from the crowd, then you take the needle off, take it up, put it back, tuck it back away, go to the next one. And you do that 100 times in a night. But
how the heck do you see the records back there? It's so dark.
Something, you got bag lights, you got,
I didn't know how you saw the records back there when you were doing
that like what he's talking, like this, the logo of the place is pretty bright.
Yeah.
But I also have bag lights. Like, I mean,
and those are 12s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Does your light bulb work on your
Yeah, I mean, those that's the venues. They're in pristine condition.
Yeah.
But that's what he's saying. The turntables have you press a button and a light pops up, and that's how you would see the grooves on the vinyl. But that's why it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
that's why it's art. The little nuances that you might not even think about. That every little factor that goes into play just for you to hear the song that you like.
Yeah.
Just for you to dance for 2 minutes to the song that you like. There's a whole series of steps that go into that process.
Yeah.
On your record, I put it on. The other record's good and you're playing because you're wobbling as you come to me for your request, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you're doing a great job. Can you play this record? I got you. You know what? That's right there in sync. Put it on.
That's crazy.
Get that dust out of there.
Yep, dust off the needle
and get it on there. Make sure it's from the top. And we didn't have the BPMs.
It's fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch, but it's got to be fun for you guys. But you don't have a question because I have another question. Do you have something you want to ask?
Okay, fly girl.
Okay. Listen. It's good. I've been asking him to come up here so many times, but he's always in and out. Like he's in ski, out ski. Like he's always out. Right. And I seen you do the HBCU festival, and then you went to do the one over in California. How did you become part of the HBCU family? Was it because you went to HBCU? Or it was just because of who you are?
Well, one of the co-founders is my classmate, my schoolmate, Lauren Grove. We both went to FAMU.
Mm-hmm.
So Lauren, when I think in year number 2, I want to say she reached out and asked me would I do it, and then I was like, of course, because I'd already. I think it was the second year, because the first year I wasn't there.
Who was there the first year then? I was there, but I wasn't on that stage.
I don't think they had a stage. I think it was I think George just had a speaker and people had blankets in the park, and that was it.
Fair. Yeah, that's what it was.
And then so the second year, so I came on board, and because I'd already been doing FAMU homecoming maybe 7 years in a row at that point, and I was like FAMU young alumni, official DJ, and all of that. So I was honored that she asked, and then I was like, I believe in this cause because the ultimate goal of it is to give scholarship money to graduating minority students so that they hopefully will choose an HBCU. Like that's the whole focus of HBCU Spring Coming.
Correct.
Right. So I'm like, well, the mission statement I totally agree with. I'm totally for that. And whatever you need from me, I'm here. And it's been a decade later. I'm still a part of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I got a question for you. And this goes out, this is to you, but it's gonna go out to our listeners. Because I know she gets it, Commissioner be getting it. We've asked questions and we playing laughing with our DJs on our guests. And somebody will come to me and hear something that we forgot we asked and got a hell of an answer from. And that means the inspiration and people are listening. So my question to you, and it's information for people because they think it don't work. When you got voted for the 2025 DJ of the Year it's the year, right? For Miami?
Best DJ in Miami.
Okay. Do you feel that you're going to get more work? Does that promote you more? Does that give you more work? Does that solidify certain things for you? Does that move you in more of a positive way? More than what you're doing now?
I think it's a 2-part answer. I think yes, in a way, it helps move the needle. No pun intended. It helps move the needle and say, okay, I'm charging this, and this is why. Or this is part of the reason why you're going to get what you pay for, and it's in the publication. Like, don't ask me about it. Ask them.
Right.
It's obviously for a reason. It's not, But along with that, with anything good comes bad.
Okay,
right? So
that's why I asked you.
So obviously there's hate that comes along with that, and people say, "Well, why him?" I'm better than him. I've been doing this longer. I should be here. Who, you know, like all of that. And now 17 years in the business now as a professional, I'm able to tune out the noise. But if this was year number 3, it would be affecting me in a whole different way.
And I asked you, and it was a 2-part. I'm sorry. And I asked you that because I've talked to so many DJs, and we've had people honoring DJs, and it's a lot's been coming out. We've had Big Shout to Smile for Sonia. We've got the Harlem Honors Award, and I think it's a team in Brooklyn that was honoring stuff. No, of course, like you said, the hate. Oh, me, not me. Oh, not my man, not you know what I mean. But the thing is, if somebody took that chance of doing it, and they're honoring some people, you know, and they see what they see, then you allow it. But the people that have gotten honored or should be honored, they go, I hear, oh, I'm not going there. I don't deal with that. You don't get none of that. That's why I asked you, because you are a winner. You are and that's all from hard work. That's all from homework. And my thing is with this live apps and all this stuff, they need to do their homework. That's the first thing I would do. I would question it if I'm in Miami and I'm Knuckles. I'm like, Fly Guy, hold on, I did 36. I ain't seen him in a long time. Okay, he did live. Okay. I'm gonna go check and go, wait a minute, hold on. So that's what I've been telling them. Yo, check your homework before you question somebody else's choice. And check yourself before you check somebody else's choice. Because maybe where's the people that you came up with and they not honoring people, because then you'll be honored and people be doing it to you. You know what I mean? But I was asking you because I know that it takes hard work to get even chosen. But no matter who's small, big, or, you know, Commission's been honored, and somebody walked up to me and said, oh, you do Outside the Booth, that podcast. So who are them 2 other people? Do your homework. It's my first question. Do your homework. You know, do your homework. Seriously.
It's you know, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. You know, it's a lesson, you know, but I think people that come and they come to my parties and they come see me play, I think they can sense and feel the passion that I have for it. They know I take it very seriously. They know that I love what I do. And I know I'm in service of others. Like, I know I'm very clear on that. Like, it's a thin line, because you want to be able to say, I'm going to play the music. Like, there's this meme that says, you know, a great DJ will play the music you want, but also play the music that you need. Or I'm paraphrasing, right? Or play the song you didn't know you needed to hear. That type of thing. But I know I'm very clear on what we do is in service of others. Like, from a monetary standpoint, like, if the venue doesn't make money, I don't have a job. How does the venue make money? People got to buy drinks. How do people buy drinks? Generally when they're feeling good. What makes them feel good?
The music. Gotcha.
And who's in charge of the music?
You guys.
So it's tiered. Of responsibilities. Just to be able to get to a point where somebody feels I'm good enough to nominate. And then in the nomination with every other DJ who got nominated in the city and then win.
That's dope.
So
that's dope. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap it up with our man, DJ Fly Guy. And I got a question for you since we were talking about the hate thing. So we be right back. It's Outside the Booth.
Why not?
We're back.
Yes, we are.
Outside the Booth.
Yes.
I got one question for
Okay.
Fly Guy. And we had mentioned it a little bit earlier about the changes in nightlife in Miami and pretty much everywhere, right? So
and I got extra time.
Changes.
I got extra time, by the way. I got a little extra time.
Okay.
Miami's, you know, has some significant changes, which, you know, you now spend more time elsewhere, right? But you going elsewhere, what are you seeing that is similar and or different from Miami right now?
Similar.
Like, for example, what I mean by that is, like, what I see when I go out is when I go to places like in New York City and then go to other cities like Miami or whatever, I see that drink prices are significantly higher, which is not sustainable to certain places, right? That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I see that places are getting smaller. I see that there are less dance floors. I see everybody's relying more on food now. What are you seeing? What's happening in Miami right now, and what you see in other cities?
I think you hit the nail on it. Like, I think the food component is a major thing, because honestly, it's easier for you to get a liquor license in Miami if you serve food than if you don't serve food. So a lot of places are going to do tapas and little whatever, right? The drink prices I see here and in Miami are actually very similar, even in small venues, which is bananas to me. Like a cocktail costing
$35
is, you know, $20 to $30 for one drink is so insane to me. But you know, everything is a domino effect of each other with the economy, right? So that's just, unfortunately, that's just what it is. Like the distributors, the wholesalers charge this much. The venue has to make their money. You have to sell the cocktail. Like it's just, it's no way around that. And I guess that's why people do all the pre-gaming and all of that. But if you were like, let's, you know, to put a like a trivial level on it, if you're dating, you want to take a, you know, you want to take a woman on, you know, you're married. So, but you know, if I want to take a young lady out or something, she's not going to pregame. Like we're not going to go get twisted somewhere and then go out. Like, so you got to factor in, like you got to spend at least $100 before you even get inside the venue. Maybe you get the gas, you got to get to the spot. You got to pay for valet, cause she's not going to walk, cause she got nice heels on. So you got to valet the car. That's $50. You get in there. Now the drink prices are $25 each. You're going to have at least 2.
So you should tell her to meet you there.
Nah.
No, I'm just joking.
Wow.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. That's broke boy moves. I'm just being silly just now. I don't mean that, because if I'm wearing my shoes, they gonna be some 4-hour shoes. So
First of all, if we ever said meet me there, that's the date's over.
Right, it's not.
I know that's why I was being crazy.
She might meet you there, but she gonna be with somebody else.
Right.
Yeah, she gonna be there with somebody else.
Somebody who took her there.
You don't validate his car.
Nah. But it's the pricing is just, that's definitely one thing. The venues getting small is another thing. I mean, I remember here going to Club Speed and Envy and you know, like what happened to the nightclub in New York City. Like that's been gone for a while.
It's been gone for years.
That's
like,
what's happening.
At least 10.
You know, you would think the club business or the party business needs big spaces, but like Kamish said, you know, small spaces, very little dance floor, tables to serve food. You know, one thing I noticed that's a difference is like a record room, like a Dumbo House, like the 7 in Brooklyn, the Daya, you know, people, even if they're doing table service or getting bottles, there are no sparklers, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
there's no there's no signs and there's none of that. I haven't seen that yet, so that's one thing that I appreciate. You know, everything doesn't need, in my opinion, that type of attention.
That's what I was asking. Me and Commission, when they, you know, on our way uptown, we was talking about it. I think that is just a change. I really think, you know, 15 years. I'm 22. I'm in the bar popping. I can't wait till the waitress come over, give me my 2 bottles.
Yeah, it wasn't a bigger production.
She's 15 years older now. He's 15 years older now. God willing, he was doing the right thing when he was popping those bottles. If he wasn't, he might not be here, or he's out of the party circle, whatever it may be. I think it's just a big change. I can only speak for Uptown and these smaller venues. It's just a change because it's just older people now. You know, these people getting older. You know, we did that when we was doing the Black and Gold and Gator. 30 years. Person that was partying with you at 21 is now 51.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to be outside past 4 o'clock. There's nothing outside after 2 o'clock.
We like the day parties now.
Yeah. So
we like the day parties.
But what that is the age story. And even if we still have some till 3 o'clock, the people that was willing to stay till 3, everybody's at the 6 to 12 now. So you're gonna go where everybody's at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The night crawlers is now coming into the brunch area.
Well, okay, so here's the other aspect of that, right? Like I understand what all of y'all are saying, and we all agree to that. However, where's the newer generation? There's like they're there.
They're at the 9 a.m.
recycled in the numbers that it once was.
They're at the 9 a.m. banger. You know about that party?
Yeah, there's 9
they at the 9 a.m. banger, and they're getting toe up from the flow up, and then they go home, they take a nap, and then they end up at a spot like Private Room, and they go in there to close it out and get ready for church on Sunday.
And they just stay on that block because now we got this thing in the city where, you know, the police got a whole different chapter. They're sweeping the streets. They don't want nobody in the streets, and the cooking and all that. You know, the blocks. You know, because this age group wants to hang out. They picking up the nitty gritty of just want to hang out.
Yep.
They're not going out.
Right. Yep.
they don't have the money.
They don't have the money
because they don't know how to create and hustle.
Because they don't want to work. Let's talk real stuff.
But to get a job is supposed to hustle. We work.
Younger kids don't want to work.
When I didn't have
there's a little bit of that, but not everything.
I got a little job and I went and bought my needles and stuff like that. Because like last week when Big Lou said, he said he was hustling. Most of us come from a negative background.
Right.
Some of us.
Right.
And when you make that, okay, I don't want to do that. This is where it's going to end up. All right, I'll see y'all later. I got this. This is my niche. I'm going to make this homework. You still got to hustle to get it.
Right.
So now the needles is what? Back then the Pickering needles was what? $25. You know what I'm saying?
$100
That's two of them.
now.
That's 50.
right 50
Yeah.
That's just the needle tip, not the body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then we got to make sure the wires in it is good. It was just a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
The value of a dollar ain't what it is today. So now, and the custom made stuff is not today. So now it costs a little bit more, but we hustled.
Right.
And we had some kind of fly, I could borrow a needle. I got so and so.
Right.
We had a friend or two we can call.
Yeah.
These guys don't have that because everybody's an op.
That's crazy. But
So.
speaking of when you said Big Lou was here and he was talking about what's that RS1 commission box?
The Serato
when
box.
you he said it's a RS something, right?
SL1. This is
I knew
the
it's
SL3.
Listen, I'm not a DJ.
If I knew she was gonna bring it up, I'd have been tapped on her.
Listen, I don't know what it's called. Sorry to all the DJs, but whatever it is, when you were talking about hate, and he was saying how someone stole his box.
Oh wow! Oh, damn.
So, have you ever dealt with anything where someone stole something of yours and tried to ruin it before you got to a show, or just tried to be shiesty and grimy?
Maybe nothing tangible, but I've definitely had people tell a venue not to book me for sure, or they'll do the gig cheaper than me, or
of course, yeah.
just for I've had that happen on multiple occasions in the distant past and in the recent future.
Has anyone tried to shut down the Doo-Wop?
No.
Okay, because that Doo-Wop is crazy. The Doo-Wop is different for
done.
those that haven't been.
And for those that know me, that's exactly why any DJ came behind me, I used to go, because I come from the world where Doo-Wop and Kid Capri used to go at it, and the Skate Key guys would go at it. I never in my life had a beef with a DJ because my thing was I let my hands talk.
Same.
And I used to tell people that all the time, don't do it on the mic because the people you talking to really don't care who you beefing with. They'll listen, but you got to stop them to listen. And when you stop them, you're stopping them from dancing and partying.
Right.
Let your hands talk.
I had a DJ come at me like that once, and that was in the middle of a party. And I was in shock. Like, I was like, why would you even, these people don't know us like that. Like, why would you even?
Maybe he was going through something emotionally or in his mind, like mentally. Yeah. Like you were saying, he probably needed something to get him back on track.
Like there's this. Okay, I'm going to try to relate two things. There's a movie that I want to relate to DJing to, and the mental aspect of it. It's a movie called For Love of the Game. Kevin Costner and
I know the movie.
Kelly Preston, baseball movie. So in the movie, if you're not familiar with it, Kevin Costner is a pitcher. He's pitching in what is presumably his last game, and he's trying to pitch a perfect game. And he does this thing where, and it's an away game. They're actually playing the Yankees here. And he says, right before he pitches, clear the mechanism. And what it shows you is all the noise, all the screaming, all the chatter, it gets quiet in his mind. The crowd gets blurry, as if to say he doesn't even see them. All he sees is the batter and the catcher. So for me, when I get in the booth and I have that, if I came across some hate that day or whatever, or some negative comments on IG or whatever it is, clear the mechanism and then do the job. And that's like a constant daily practice for me.
So you agree that music could be therapy for you guys?
It is therapy.
It is therapy.
It is therapy. It's also, and I hope this isn't blasphemous to say, but it's the closest thing almost in next to being a pastor that's godlike. Because what other thing can you do where you can literally control the physical bodies of people and their minds, their emotions, their feelings?
Yeah.
You can literally make somebody put a hand up, grab the person next to them, smile, take a shot, twirl on
throw
the
their
dance
shoes
floor,
off, take their shoes off,
all by using
the right
your voice in the right way on the mic,
which is your hand or your hands.
No, but it's really it's a hey, you do this, and it gets done by 500 people.
Mm.
What other job or profession that does that? And that's almost like where you are. People are like, it's kind of like the Holy Ghost in a sense. When you close your eyes and you singing at the top of your lungs and you forget that you're in a room full of strangers, that's something to say about what's happening to you spiritually through the music. And if we're the conduit of that between you, the song, and God, that puts that feeling in you, then what does that mean we are?
Let me ask you
in that moment.
Do you think this relates to it? I see parties before I do them.
All the time.
Like they're done. When I get there, I'm literally outside of myself watching y'all do it. And I'm like, I'm going to play this next. Is this really going to work? I'm going to mix this, matter of fact, because I'm watching the girl that's just wobbling on the floor. I really want her to act like a girlfriend. So let me, like, I see the parties before I do
so
them.
you're music gods.
Knuckles, you're better than me. I don't see anything before I.
He's just an angry DJ.
I don't. I really don't. Like I walk into a joint and I'm kind of like Fly Guy. I walk in blank. Right. I walk in blank. If I'm. There are some days where I do come in with negative energy, and usually it's gone by the second record. But most of the time, especially if I'm focused, I'm coming in blank. I don't know. I don't even know what the first record is. I don't know and don't care.
I think it's more me seeing the party before I do it is because of the parties I had when I was coming up. I was DJing, when it wasn't supposed to be DJs at a baby shower because I'm doing drug dealer baby showers and you're competing. So you the big Willie in Uptown, so you throw her a baby shower. It's 400 people there, male and female. They got minks on. Everybody's they're parked outside. So I'm in there like, okay, what am I throwing for these dudes? They gonna want to hear the same record all day because when Get Money came out, you had to play that all night. Now go back 15, 20 years. Right? You know what I mean? We playing. The stuff we was playing rooftop at the baby shower because now we leaving the baby shower. Right. Go to rooftop. Right. So now I'm playing for, and then the next week I got a baby shower for this drug dealer. He wants to compete. So now not only am I getting paid in crack money, because now it takes me 20 minutes to count $375 or $500. So it was just I had to vision what I was going to do because I knew who I was playing for, but I didn't know what I was going to play. I never forget I did a party. I didn't have High Five, Kissing Game, On Fire on the radio, but the record. Remember they used to make us wait to get the record? You go to the store and they don't have it. It is before you got your yellow envelope from B Street or Rock and Soul. And I ran to the store on 25th Street to go buy it while a record was playing at the baby shower. I said, if it fade out, they ain't gonna care because this is not the people.
And they wanted party. It.
Yeah. They were similar to the groups that now just on their phone. Just imagine 1,000 people in there just waiting. They got big mink. Yeah, waiting for that one song because they had the minks on. It was about what they had outside. So my thing was I had to know who I was playing for. You know what I mean? So I had to know what I was playing. So I had to play a little hard for the baby shower. But then if I had a party at the Shadow the next day, I had to play that way radio. Right. Then I had the Tunnel Sunday. Flex like, yo, y'all come through. Now I got to change. So it was more flexible DJs back then. We had to. Yeah. So I had to know what I was playing. So I saw it before. I said, yo, I ain't gonna play Where You At by Scoop today. I'm gonna play it tomorrow. I'm gonna put it here. You know what I mean? So I was visioning. So now I'm in the tunnel. I'm in the ceiling.
You know what? Now that you mentioned that, you might, because I'm sure Fly Guy. When it's time to do Doo-Wop, you know what that is.
Oh man, that is.
We gotta come through, man.
I gotta go to a Doo-Wop when you're there because I went to the one in Atlanta when you weren't there. And then I called you I put on live that I was there, and you was like, "Let me see it." See, but it was such a great party. Like everybody was dancing and singing. So the way that you perform, because you don't just play, you perform while you're playing. So I don't know if anybody's seen him. It's like he's the artist behind the turntable. So it's like when you're watching him and you see him having a good time, and if you're not dancing hard enough, like, he can't be out dancing me behind that. And that's how I feel like, because he's like into it and it makes you want to party with you. So
I love DJs like
that. So that is just dope. But before we go, I want to ask you, I can't ask you what you tell your younger self, but what would you tell yourself most recent from any business that may have gotten sour, or you wish you would have done something differently with a contract? Has that happened to you recently? And if so, how would you prevent that in the future?
I think, again, going back to being somebody who's undervalued himself for much of his career. I think I would set more of a precedence early on with certain business relationships and be okay with saying no and taking a financial hit in order to establish that what do you call that boundary to say, you know, I'm worth this. I'm not going to take any less than that. I think I messed up a lot of years doing that. And also not doing contracts, regardless of how small or big the gig is, because somebody's always going to try to be shady.
Right.
So what's next for Fly Guy? Where are you next?
Well, I have these 4 residencies here in New York City that, grace of God, I'm thankful for. So just looking at more dates for that. I do Record Room, Dumbo House. I do the 7 in Brooklyn. I just started at Barloom on Broadway and 20th, doing that.
What days is Barloom?
That's a Saturday. Once a month on Saturday, yeah. So doing that, we're going into the 4-year anniversary of the Doo-Wop next Saturday in Miami. So that's going to be crazy. Just can't believe it's been 4 years already.
Doing at the Urban?
Nah, it's going to be at another indoor venue because we're going to do the Urban Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, with Jagged Edge.
Oh,
guys. We just talking about that.
Yes.
Miami because that's
road trip. Commish road trip.
Isn't that venue
on location?
Yeah, I would love that. We should do that.
Yeah.
I would love that. I got 2 free rooms at the Marriott. I got points.
Oh shit! Well, look, come on.
I'm there. We out there. We outside the booth.
That's FAMU Howard weekend, right?
Yeah, but
amazing.
That would be awesome. Well, make sure you let everybody know where to find you, how to book you.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yep. A Fly Guy, and then you can see the booking email on my Instagram bio and the threads and all of that because I'm really getting good on threads. I'm like threads to me is what Twitter used to be for me. Yeah. I don't use Twitter as much anymore, so I just stick on threads where I just like voice when I'm frustrated or I do all my.
I do the same
stress
thing.
Release, stress release on threads. So
all right.
Same thing on threads.
You just made me think of something. Are you in your exhibit? Who caught your images for your pictures?
So my brother, my eldest brother, who actually just had a show premiere on Hulu last week. So please check out Washington Black on Hulu.
That's your brother? I wanted to see that. It just started. Yeah. It just started. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he created that. Yeah, so please watch it.
That's with Sterling. Sterling Brown.
Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling, yeah.
He told me when I was starting the project, he said something to me that always stuck. He said, be the artist, not the subject. Let the people you want to give a voice to, let them be the subject. They are the subject. You be the artist. You don't need to be in the book. You don't need to be photographed. So I was like, yeah, show that you can be different in a different light, carry your artistry and your creativity in a different way. So I was like, all right, cool.
That's great advice. That's great advice. Shout out to your brother. And y'all make sure y'all catch Black Washington Black. Washington Black on Hulu
and Disney Plus. All 8 episodes are available.
And they are. Okay. So
all 8 episodes.
And make sure y'all follow Fly Guy on @AFlyGuy on all platforms. And on Threads too.
And on Threads.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's it. Thank you for coming through. I'm so glad. Our 4th guest for the 2nd time and the only guest we had to come back for the 2nd time, friend of the show. Y'all give it up one time for the one and only DJ Fly Guy.
Appreciate y'all.
That's where it started on the
lunchroom. I'm your girl BX.
DJ Knuckles, what up?
And DJ Commish. Yes.
Yeah. We'll holler at y'all.
Yes. Y'all stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
Good y'all.
The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. The new Party 1019. New York's #1 for throwbacks.